I'm not really quite sure what's about to happen, but I'm really excited to find out. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jorilla!
Better judgment, I went walking out that door. I smiled at one person, then I nodded 2, 3 more. One man asked me for $1, I asked him what it's for. He said, I have seen them, I said, okay, it's yours. And that's featured on the MTV, the local high school that's out in the town becomes anarchy. Bodies are clashed, skin marks are measured. The stories in the paper, you may read it at your leisure.
I am the one true Jorilla. And if you're watching this, then I'm already dead. That, or as likely, I've successfully faked my own death. Something too fun. Either way, let this broadcast convey my wishes as to what to do with my physical remains and material possessions. I'd also like to introduce you to my little buddy Malarkey over here. He's a robot from the future, dressed in a retro shell. And I've downloaded my memories and personality into this little bugger. When I'm gone, he'll take care of all my social media responsibilities. So, as most of you know, I worship the fictitious and indifferent god Chrome. I'm not bringing this up to convert you. Oh, by all means, you're a fool if you don't worship Chrome. But I bring this up because Chrome does not care what happens to my body, and hence, I don't care either. I don't want to be put on display. I don't want to be put on display, having my body marinated in embalming fluid and painted up like a Thai ladyboy on Ambien.
Yeah. Yes.
Sign me up. I would rather. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. So what we're going to do is donate my body to science. Now, if I'm found in not so good shape, we're going to go to the University of Tennessee. They have a body farm there. Rot naturally. If I'm doing pretty good, though, you know, if I'm looking all right, we're going to donate my body to the University of Minnesota. Let them do whatever they need to do. Let science have its way. Except for my fingers and left ear. Those are going to be put in Ziploc bags, along with various magazine clippings, sealed in an envelope, and mailed to random addresses. I feel as if they're going to get a lot of relief after that DNA test comes back. Now, after all this is done, they'll give my ashes a little cremated. We're just assuming that I'm doing okay. So we got the ashes, and they're like, hey, what are you going to do with the ashes, Joe? Well, I'll tell you. We're going to mix them up with wax. 95% of them we're going to mix up with wax and lang-lang oil. And we're going to make candles. Under the strict condition that they never be placed in a bathroom. Because I refuse to be summoned from the netherworld while you're doing excreting Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday morning. In the bedroom, people. Now, that other 5%, we're going to cut up with jalapeno powder, powdered alcohol, and a little MDMA. A special blend I call Ape Law. You guys are going to snort those at the after party warehouse.
Yes.
As far as a funeral goes, I want to put the fun in funeral. We already don't have a body. We're going to post up some of my Romanian art that's going to go for sale. Proceeds can go towards the after party, or assuming I get around to doing this, go to my the Jorilla Starving Artist Foundation. It's where we pay artists to do unmarketable bullshit. Feel as if there's a place for that. Now we're gonna need sad music. Alice in Chains, Choke 4, Elliott Smith, Gloria Stefan. Ian Lehman will be performing my eulogy. Hopefully it's not a roast, but I'm not planning on attending. You do. As far as my material possessions go, by default, Colleen gets everything. But before she throws it in the garbage, I'll say that my sketchbooks, computers, including Malarkey, can go to Dim Media, and all of my music equipment will go to my firstborn son, Moses Joseph Lipscomb. Little Mojo, Daddy loves you. And I'm sorry I can't be there to train you. I'm also sorry I was too weak to be able to get released on a tape label. But you, my son, you can. You will. You might even start your own tape label, damn it. That's me. All right. As far as my books, we can burn them, bring them like iconic. The icon class? Why would you write something like this? Ridiculous. Now, I had to Google a lot of this stuff. So the computer's gonna think I'm suicidal. Not the case, guys. In fact, I promise you, if my body is ever found in what appears to be a suicide, it's because me and Malarkey got into some trouble with the government. It's a cover-up. Don't believe them. All right, well, this is the part of the show where I take questions from the audience. Let's see. Mark McKee, have you ever considered stand-up? Well, funny you should say. It's too late for me now because as we established, I'm dead. But
Yeah, you would have sucked. You should just give me your lunch money.
all right, let's put in the will. Mark, it's $5. Hell.
You mentioned you may be returning as a ghost. Where will you haunt?
I wonder if I did mention that. Well, that is a good question either way. First Avenue in the whiskey. That's why they call it spirits. Mostly metal shows. But, you know, you'll know when you see this. Nancy Chang.
If you were replaced by a robot, is there any way that we could tell the difference between a real Jorilla and a doppelganger?
Well, I have a birthmark. Wait a minute, a robot assassin from the future. Nice try. My God.
If you were put into a coma and attached to a machine to stay alive, how long before the doctor should pull the plug?
72 hours. It's enough time to take a couple selfies, and then let's harvest those organs. All right, Bobby Kahn.
Are you gonna be wrapping up soon?
This is where we roll the video. That's a good segue. This is my memorial.
Oh.
May he rest in peace.